Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Mommy Sexual reporting for duty. And today I have a love story that I'm going to share with you all. So basically, I had an experience back in 2014 where I had a romantic situation unfold with a friend. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because there's actually some Madoka Magica in the story. Like there's an element of Madoka within the story, so I figured it could work for this channel since this is like a Madoka themed channel as of now. But anyway, so I'm just gonna fast forward to, well, actually I'm gonna fast forward backwards because we're going back in time, not forward because it was 2000 whatever. Anyway, so as I said, back in 2014, um, there was a convention that a friend of mine, I'm not going to say who she is, I'm not going to say her name, but a friend of mine, she went to an anime convention during this year, and she ended up buying me something. Um, and it's interesting because in 2014, that was kind of a big year for me. I mentioned in one of my videos that I went to an anime convention this year, and I met Mami-san's English voice actor. But this was also the year that my mother passed away, so I kind of went through a lot. And she was aware of what I was going through in relationship to my mother. So as a result, she wanted to, be there for me and try to, be as best a friend as she could. She really gave me that, impression and that feeling. And one of the things that she did, as I mentioned, is when she went to her anime convention, she ended up buying me an item, and the item in question was a Mami-san button. It was basically a button of Mami-san, and this was really special because obviously, if you don't know by now, my favorite character in Madoka is Mami Tomoe. So anyway, it really touched me that that she actually went out of her way to buy me something. I mean, from her perspective, she didn't think it was that big a deal because I mean, it's a little button thing. It was probably like less than $5. So from her perspective, she was thinking, well, I really wish I could have gotten you something more. I wish I could have gotten you something bigger, more extravagant, something. But for me personally, it was like the best type of gift ever, because what touched me more than anything was just the fact that she thought about me, when she was at her convention. And this is also like, and she was also like an internet friend. This wasn't like a friend that I knew like in my real life in terms of like, like I couldn't physically see her or anything of the sort. So from my perspective, the fact that someone who I haven't, met, face to face, cared enough about me, and granted, me and her had been friends for a long time. Prior to this, I think maybe 2 years, we were friends, and I think we originally met because we were in an anime music video studio. We originally met, because we both had a hobby of making anime music videos, and we were in a Skype group um, where we made those types of videos together, essentially. So so it's not like we hadn't been friends for a long time. So as you can imagine, in 2 years, if you stay in contact with somebody, a lot of things can develop, which is probably why this ultimately became a little bit of a love story. But moving on. So she basically bought me the little Mommy-san button thingy, and she sent it to me in the mail. I think this was, oh yeah, it was a Christmas present. I think she went to the convention in September, and she sent it to me close to Christmas. It was like close to December when she sent it. And at the time, I didn't know what it was. She actually didn't tell me what she had got me. She just said, "Oh, I got you something at the convention," but she didn't give any details to what it was. So anyway, she put the item in question in the mail, and it's interesting because after she did that, it actually got lost in the mail. Like the item in question actually got lost. which really sucked. It really sucked because for a minute there, it was looking like I wasn't gonna get it, and I was never gonna know, what she sent me. And so there was a little bit of a story behind that because she ended up having to call the post office and complain about the fact that where's the item. Apparently, it got sent to the wrong place, but we were very fortunate because whoever got the item, they saw that it was a wrong address, so they actually sent it back out. And a few weeks later, it actually got to me, and I think it might have actually been maybe a week before Christmas. So it was actually really cool that I could actually get it as a Christmas present, especially since I didn't really get any Christmas presents in 2014, and a lot of this is because usually when Christmas comes, it's usually my mother that gets me presents. But since she passed away, this was the very first year that I didn't have the fortune of really having like any great Christmas present. Though, yeah, but as I said, this was a year that I didn't really, I didn't have a present. So for her to have went through the effort to think about me, to send this out to me, and all the stuff in relationship to it, like getting the item and the stress and the worry of whether or not it was going to come, it just really made the whole experience of getting the item even bigger. With everything that was going on in my life with my mother and my friends. So as you can imagine, I found myself really appreciating this person so much as a result of what she did. Like so much because I was thinking about all these things and why she was doing it and everything. So it touched me a lot when I really thought about it, you know. So I basically got the present, and she kind of forced me to, well, not forced me because I kind of went along with it, but she said, "Oh, you can't open the present until Christmas or whatever." So I kind of just went with it. And at the same time, I was anticipating being able to open the thing that she got me. I was thinking, oh, I wonder what she got. And I remember I kept trying to force her to give me information. I was like, oh, come on, you can tell me a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it was fun. So fast forward to Christmas Eve. This is basically when I decided to open the present, and we basically decided to do it in a Skype call. We had a Skype call where the idea was that I was going to open the present over the Skype call, and she was going to basically listen, for my reaction to actually getting the present. So we got on the Skype call, and we were talking, and I just started opening my present. I gave her my reaction as I was doing it, and yeah, and then from there, things got really interesting because, as I said before, I was really touched by just everything. Hell, just the fact that somebody got me a mommy son present alone was enough to kind of make me go crazy. But when you combine that with everything that was going on in the you know with this situation with her, my emotions were just like it was whoa, it was just whoa, just whoa. So yeah, I was very emotional, and interestingly enough, it was this one act from her, in which I found myself, uh, you know, how do I explain it? I was so touched by what she had done, and at the same time, she also had a really nice card that she added in there, and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that as a result of everything that was going on, you know, I felt really emotional, and I think as a result that's when I started to have feelings for her that were more than just a friend. I feel like it was at that moment when I looked at the card and when I looked at the button and when I thought about everything. It was at that moment that I found myself, it was like I was so appreciative of her and what she did and why she did it, and we had been friends for such a long time, really close friends, that it really touched me a lot. Like you know, it really did, and I can honestly say I started to gradually, because more things took place before it actually happened, but it was from this point forward that I gradually started to fall in love with her as a result of all that. Because I was just so touched, and who wouldn't be? I was so touched by everything, and when I think about it, I'm able to remember how all that made me feel. It was wonderful. I felt so appreciative. I felt very appreciative to have had somebody in my life who cared about me that much, even though I'd never met them face to face. It really it meant so much to me, you know. So anyway, so yeah, I think that's mostly the story. Um, there's obviously a lot more that happened after that. I'm not necessarily sure if I want to share that part though. But yeah, I just wanted to share the story because, as I said, it is related to Madoka Magica, and so yeah, this is basically so I guess the moral of this, well, is there a moral to this story? Not really. Um, Not really. I just wanted to share. I just felt like sharing the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you've ever had an experience with someone in your life, like let's say for example that you found love, or you basically found someone special as a result of something anime related. Because in this case, what helped me to fall in love with this girl was the Mami-san button, essentially, because because it was the item in question, and obviously it's related to anime and my favorite character. So, have any of you ever had an experience in your life where you found yourself attracted to somebody, or you had a relationship with a person because of something anime related? Write in the comments. Let me know. And if you like this video, don't forget to drop it a like and subscribe to my channel for more. And I'll catch you guys later. This is Mommy Sexual signing out. Peace!